Asbol, pelo prato chifrão. O que viu? Vai legal. Oh, sai dele, gente.
Okay, no issues with the tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Sets everything up nice and clean. The edge of the course, the left inside zone, and field. Very different driving style. Wants quick, wants to snap, wants to get into that zone. She's got time. He's got time. Wants to slow down and see how it goes. So, yeah, great run from two very different drivers, two very different chassis. But both veterans can't around for what feels like forever. So maybe it can't much be young drivers.
He is, man. Yeah, he is. As OG as you get. Basically. Literally is 04 Atlanta. That's OG as you get.
Yeah, so you can really tell the difference in style between these two drivers. It's half the course. That's the leadership part. So you can get through and run the same course in very different ways. But yeah, it's tough to say who's got an advantage here because both of them are filling the zones in similar ways. It's just how they get to it is very different. So, I mean, it's really neat to watch.
Two very strikingly different builds, too. You know, you talk about the cars. I'd love to see, you know what would be a fun one? All right, guys, change cars.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
So, see, like, Matt drive Ken's car, Ken drive Matt's car. See, you know, their setups. Obviously, within reason, change setups. But I think, and I know a lot of them do kind of do those fun events like tomorrow. Tomorrow is Pro Down Road. Are you sticking around? You going home?
I could change the flight. Might stick around.
I'm going home. So I'm seeing this thing. So RCP looks like action in the pits might be okay. We got seconds. I see a shoulder shrug from Rudy Hansen who is helping out. Yeah, he's got to get up there. So, see RCP's wife applauding over the head. So, yeah, get on out and head up to the burnout box.
I think that's Hunter Jack's dad there. So, that's the Irish influence. Yeah, that's the influence on use the truck and pull it straight.
So. Yeah, see Connor and Jack, see Max. Saw, again, Rudy Hansen, a lot of the drivers, a lot of teams. And we saw a lot of this camaraderie here. And looks like I'm looking over the judge's shoulders. Looks like they have we got one more judge inputting his verdicts here, just really analyzing this. Do you see some kind of tolerances here that deserve this kind of time span?
Yeah, I just think it's really tight, and the judges are taking every moment they can and scrutinize what fits in, and we'll see how it comes.
Here we have Matfield gets Gucci, sliding left for Fielder, right for Ken Gucci, and Matfield gets two, and one more time for Vernon. So again, they were Reese's throwing on the headset there, and here we are taking a look at this. So, Reese,
yeah, I just want to give a little feedback. The way I was looking at it is that I gave outside zone 1, I gave it to Matt Field. Going into outside zone 2, that was Gucci. Going into the inner clip, it was a draw, so they were even there. And then going into the last outside zone, gave it to Matt Field altogether.
On the lead or chase?
On the lead. Overall. Yeah, overall. Okay. That's looking at the lead and the chase. So, collectively, outside zone 1, Field for me. Outside zone 2, Gucci. Inner clip, draw. And then outside zone 3, Field. Excellent. That's
Here we go. All right, appreciate it. All right, so there we have it. Matt Field will advance on. A good effort there by Ken Gucci. Good, clean driving, aggressive driving, splitting those hairs, and that's what it comes down to. Here we are as we progress towards the podium. We'll find out what goes down with RCP, but just in regards to so Frederick Osbo, Dylan Hughes, the leader after 3 events. Frederick, out of 3 battles, Frederick Osbo is undefeated against Dylan the Dozer Hughes. All right. Regarding earlier, if you're just tuning in, we saw some crazy things go down in the first battle. James Dean in a Mustang goes over RCP in his BMW. We'll probably roll it back. Competition director will determine if vehicle damage outside the scope of contact without an incomplete. In this case, the competition director may request fault for the incident from the judges. So again, that's adhering to the rule book. in regards to the Rome Charpentier and James Dean call. We're going to get back to that a little bit. Right now is the battle of Osbo and Hughes. Frederick Osbo and the Rockstar Supra initiating into that first outside zone. Was exactly going to be Dylan Hughes. Shuts her down. The Permatech BMW looks like it might be having some issues as far as Osbo goes. He's going to go ahead and run. No yellow flag, no caution. Dylan Hughes is out of the way. Out to outside zone 2. I'm sure I'll call a competition timeout because that is as good as it gets for Frederick Osbo out there. Clean air. Can the tires go ablaze? And he has a massive advantage here. Very unfortunate for Dylan Hughes. I'm sure we'll find out what went wrong, what went south, but that's a big uphill climb. Not only are you down, but you're down to our current points leader.
Really solid lead run. So when you're chasing that, you're just like, okay, cool. I can throw everything at this, and Freddie's just going to go the whole time, and I don't have to slow down. I don't have to do anything crazy. I can just drive like an absolute madman. So
we are hearing that, unfortunately, Dylan Hughes is done. His pops, his spotter over here. Don't know exactly what happened, but unfortunate for Dylan. All right. Well, throttle went down, talking to his dad. Very unfortunate. This is what happened. This is how it kicked off our first battle here. James Dean, the defending champ. Watch this. Ready? On the BMW today. All right. Sir, you can't park there. You can't park there. Well, we'll park it. We'll be right back.
GT Radio, experience in ultra high performance.
Visit your local discount tire and service centers for all your automobile needs. We're family owned, serving as your one-stop to have your vehicle running smoothly. We offer 5-star services and a price match guarantee. Plus, get 2 tires free when you purchase 2 select tires. What are you waiting for? Online and schedule your appointment today.
Are you ready to get up your career? At the University of Northwestern Ohio, our high-performance motorsports program puts you in the fast lane with a 100% hands-on education. Learning from the best in business, you'll master the skills. It's to the paddocks. UNOH students and graduates dominated all facets of racing. Turn your passion into a career at UNOH. Apply today at unoh.edu.
This is it. Welcome back to round 4 of the Pro Championship, the 151. That's a sign of crazy because he is crazy. Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer, Osbo will a 5 run here. The Rockstar Energy Drink, so you can GR Supra. Jacob, here's the keys to victory. What are we looking at to open the door?
yeah, go back on the top on Louisiana for initiation. Consistently fill all of the zones and decel after the transition, but not before. So at a transition, then you can decel pretty peaceful. I mean, you want time for all the zones. Pretty cool. Having a good time.
Good time. Good time for the Norwegian Hammer, Osbo. That right there is just clean, tidy. Just you put a little stank on that just for extra measure.
Just basking in it up here, Jared. Absolutely. Yeah, it's great.
marinating up in it. All right, so Frederick Osbo gets it done. Unfortunately, at Dylan Hughes' cost. But I don't feel. And look at this Hero. This might go down finally.
Yeah.
Hero, right? Has he battled James yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
St. Louis last year.
Yes, and that's where. I mean, Hero's hero.
Yeah.
Super meta here. Hero is James Dean. He loves him, puts respect on it. So I mean, they just have this full relationship of just like, I love what you're doing. It's when people come to you, I've been listening since I was a kid. It's one of those things where it makes you feel hopeful. Also, it's a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah,
And now here's James making his way to the start line and talking about him. So it's definitely very, very cool. This happened earlier. Just tuning in. James Dean used REP as he piggybacked him.
Yeah.
We got a RCP leapfrog. So, and we are back out here. This is Formula Drift, what you can expect. Carmageddon, as James Dean will now lead RCP, give chase. So, again, at the bare minimum, RCP is at a massive deficit. It's basically producing incomplete. Let's see how it plays here. James Dean, ripping I see the car like already sideways on this, not even on initiation, it's drag race. It's that first outside zone, RCP. The contact there. He is thrown into the door. RCP put it all to James Machine Dean in that outside zone. RCP gets him all the dirt and fails again, but James Dean, he is possessed right now.
Yeah.
Wow. James.
What a competitor out of both of them. As you said, nothing else to lose. That car taking so much damage from we'll fix it. We'll fix the let's just go. James Dean on it though. The biggest initiation we've seen so far in the game. So much speed coming out the gate. And right here, bro, Fitness looks in and starts banging the door. They can try to rip the AutoZone logo off the side of the RTR. And James coasting and coming through that transition. So quick on it. And then, bro, able to hang with them now. Get back a little bit, but just able to hang the entire way through. What happens is this road shark here needs the highest of fives because that is just throwing down these honking. This looks like a grassroots event right there. This is one of those my buddy just wrecked. We pulled the strut tower out of the truck parking lot. Now we're going to bang the horse my buddy this Mustang.
Love it. It's already hitting. Look at.
Oh, of course.
He's a bucket and. So that was the big thing about RCP. He was at fault. James put down a heater to run. RCP knew he had to push. Look at smiles for miles. Love it. Big up. Big respect. And, wow. So James Dean, guess who James is going against next? It is Hero Manoa. He calls him his hero himself. So down to Lorette, who's with Hero Manoa. Hey, he's going against James, Lorette.
He is, and we were just having that discussion on the telling Hero that he's going to see James. We saw that against him last year. And Hero, the start of the New Jersey round for you was wild. What did you tell yourself to calm everything down?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I battled with James Dean in this year first time. And last year we battled at Orlando and St. Louis, but I lost the 2 rounds. But this year we changed a lot of setting and we changed a lot of driving style, so it will be more comfortable to drive it with James Dean, so I cannot wait.
Well, we can't wait either. That is the next battle coming up. Thank you.
15-year-old, most recent winner, sign an autograph, spin next, cash and check from Japan, and so sweet. He's going to go against James Dean, and here we are, moving on to our next battle, and we are halfway through our top 6. Johnny Castro, Daniel Stuckey. Castro got second place in Orlando, his first FD podium. He's got his son by his side. Stuckey's Casey Cole in his corner. Daniel Stuckey's feeling some good momentum. But I'll tell you what, Castro, he's gonna be hard to beat right now because Castro, like I said, the Methodon Toyota GR86, he's that drops a little bit, doesn't get involved in the dirt. That will hurt Stu. Puts it right in the right spot. So does Stuckey though. Not counting that. Look at that. Stuckey tucks right in nicely. Look at that. Right in his pocket. Now coming into that back. Blast outside. Zone 3. Right across the line. Pretty sterile, clinical. Nothing too crazy. A little mistake there by Castro, but I don't think it's going to hurt him too much.
Yeah, both drivers are really getting into it. I mean, they're feeling this track right now. They're really starting to figure out where they need to be and how to place the cars. They're getting more and more comfortable. Nothing strange coming out of there. And Castro out front. I mean, they just got to speed up the whole train to go all the way through. Very, very smooth and concise. He makes all these transitions look really good. And Stuckey not doing anything crazy. Opting really to make sure he's on the line, putting line as the pinnacle that he's aiming for all the way through. Not doing anything nuts to pull a bunch of angle out or anything else to try and gain that proximity. So I do like that style. I mean, maybe he's not as close, but he's mirroring quite well through that run. I think that'll be rewarding.
Stuckey's got that clean air. Castro tipped the tail, initiates, gets to the side of him. He does come up a bit shallow here. Stuckey might be able to put it back. It's not too bad. Some of that second outside zone. Running in the right spot. Stuckey gets deeper into that outside zone. Now that inside flip, both pass by nice and tight. With an exclamation point. Comes up loud. Not a little wild there for Stuckey. I think he was just evading, making sure and ensuring that he didn't have any contact there. Hey, look at this. We got some good energy right now. And again, side by side confirmed.
Yeah, both drivers got to be stoked on this. We're already looking at it side by side because it's a great set of runs from both. Stuckey really floats that car, gets on the throttle, trying to take a tighter line to make sure he's gaining that proximity, then starts to work his way in. The second outside zone, but Stuckey is just on. He's got the tires lit up. Car looks smooth. Car looks stable. A lot of the twitchiness that we're fighting before seems to be worked out of it. It looks really planted all the way around. What that allows is Castro to be able to really tuck in there, get that proximity. Maybe not on the deepest line all the way through, but both drivers got to be stoked on that.
Yeah, I love this. Everybody get out of the car. High fives and handshakes. And even if it's a high fives and handshakes, fight. Go ahead. I'm here for it. Because that means you care. That's what I say. If you boo, you care. If you cheer for cheering. Here we go.
So good from both drivers. Just two different approaches. Stuckey opting to basically take the line, going, hey, I may not have the best proximity, but I have a great line and good angle behind me, whereas Castro opting more from the proximity and maybe the angle. So there's two different ways to go on the chase, but really you need all three to be able to do it. So we'll see what the judges think of that lead. Solid on both.
Good, fast, or cheap. You can only have two.
Yeah. So, I mean, hey, if you can get all three, golden, but it doesn't happen often. That's a sick beer.
How we doing?
Damn, that's a sick beer.
Dude, YY top. Look at this guy.
Yeah. I just can't grow a beard, so
no.
Not even close.
Hair follicle envy. Or face follicles.
I'm baby faced, so it's not happening.
I don't know about baby. I'd say.
Pre-T, maybe.
It's baby fat. Nah, you just fat, baby.
Categoria do źle później.
Stuckey and Castro in the results. Round of applause for Stuckey and Castro. Wait to the crowd, wait to the camera, around the globe. Dominican's finest, Daniel Stuckey, now living in Oklahoma. The M-Spec vehicles, they have Casey Cole competing in Pro Spec as well, and the judges still scrutinizing, looking at the runs here.
Yeah, they're scrubbing back to the side by side, and when they're looking back at this, they're really looking at each zone. When that side by side comes up, and they're running the replay back and forth. They're going, okay, look at this zone. Who did better in the lead? Who did better in the chase? How does that compare? Go to the next one. Same thing. A lot of what's breaking things down right now is drivers getting the tires spinning before they get into the zone. It's been a big hit to anybody that's lighting them up halfway through.
All right, sliding left for Castro, right for Stuckey. One vote for Daniel Stuckey, another one more time, and another one more time.
Okay.
So there you have it. So 2 one more times. Majority rules, so that means they will go at it again. So we thought there might be a winner here as we're quickly expediting it, but they will be going back to it. So as we get prepped, let's throw it down to a gentleman that is, man, is he Rocket Man? Is he the Machine? I mean, is he an astronaut? What is he now? He's 100% baby.
Yeah, all of the above. The second time in 2 years that he's done a grind trick in the Mustang, but we're so relieved that you are all right. This has been a wild one for you so far.
Absolutely wild one. I knew it was going to be a great battle after last round when Rome got the win. So I knew I had to push hard, chasing first. So couldn't leave, too much to chance on track, so we just gave it our best. Felt like it was a nice chase run, and as we're coming into the last corner, I just noticed the back of his car go down and the front come up, and it started to add angle, and I was committed, and it was just unlucky when he went back off the track. We made front wheel-to-wheel contact, and it happened so quick. The car just jumped. Next time I was expecting it to land, but it was still in the air. I noticed this feeling of like crawling a car, like it was insane. I didn't know what was happening. For a second, I thought it might land on its side, but we're okay. The car's okay. Double check it now again before a battle with Manoa, who's last round's winner, and insane.
And as you all might remember, in Orlando, it was James Dean that came to celebrate Hero's first win. But I wonder if it's now time to teach him a lesson, the young gun. Guys.
All right, Christopher Forsberg, Adam LZ, ready to throw down some depth later on as Jason Jones is watching on from Barbados. He's cheering him on. Chris Forsberg, and then all New Z initiates in that first outside zone. Adam LZ drives in formation. Got a little precarious there in that first outside zone. Forsberg sets in, forgets it, sauce energy drink. Nismo, all New Z, and the Drift HQ BMW Intel. Look at that depth on the roofs. Popping cans in that last outside zone. Bringing it on home. Well done by both the drivers. Great placement by Chris Forsberg. Adam LZ in that BMW, very comfortable. You got to think he knows what to do here. He got third place last year. He loves this track. The track loves him.
Yeah, both drivers on their game for this run. I mean, Chris, solid all the way through, and it's just right here where able to mirror it so well. This is that right there. Looking at the text of the traffic column, that's it in that section. He's got the line, he's got the angle, he's got the proximity. He's not smoking to the side of Forsberg, but Chris, so stable in that section, it gives Adam the confidence to be able to jump into the pocket, sit there, set the car up, and look at this. It's such a perfect mirroring all the way through this last section. So, great job for both drivers. Chris for, kind of tossed the ball right up in the air, and that allows Adam to knock it out of the park. So, solid run with both these drivers.
You said it earlier, and you said, proximity, mimicking the angle, and obviously just control the car. Adam did, he had a little hiccup in that second outside zone, but he adapted really quickly because without that hump section, right through the second half, and he quickly got to it. And he didn't compromise getting it. He stayed in the pocket outside zone there. Really like how I approached that. Cohen was saying that'll be a restart there for Adam LZ. Just saw him knock over there. So Adam will lead. Chris Forsberg will give chase at Drift HQ BMW. So again, I met a dude in Barbados. He's a huge addict. He was our bus driver. He has R34 and all that stuff. I met him in Barbados, and I was like, and he recognized me. So I FaceTime, actually, coincidentally, Chris Forsberg and Adam LC and had a conversation. And Jason watching in Barbados right now. He just messaged me. I said, hey, dude, I think you're like this next battle. He's big Nissan guy, big LC fan. Pretty cool. So fans from all around the world tuning in. And you need to tune in for the remaining rounds of Formula Drift, including just a little bit, less than a month, we'll be at Worldwide Technology Raceway Park. You can see in August, we'll be at Evergreen Raceway. We'll move on to Utah Motorsports Campus, just outside Salt Lake City. And then October, we'll be back in Long Beach for the Shoreline Showdown. Streets of Long Beach once again, a different course. So, actually, initiate the first outside zone. Using all the course in the first outside zone. Forsberg looks like he has a hiccup there, and he shuts it. He doesn't shut it down, but definitely offline. You're going to need to look at that and kind of focus in on that truth serum past that inside flip. Forsberg trying to make up for it. Going to the last outside zone. There goes Adam LZ and Forsberg. Looks like he straightens out. Maybe ran out a tire or just straightened out. That could have been a lot more. I think he kept it up the wall. Just got in the dirt. Take a look at it again. Variation seemed pretty straight, but went into. Did he go into the wall?
It looked like
look at it again.
It did look like Adam touched the wall there and came out of the first outside zone pretty early. And I think from there, Chris just kind of struggled because of that initiation. So I've been on it right there. He's Chris leads. Barely, but Chris chooses to.
Все, нормально.
Adam being stable through there, and it looks nice and clean and tiny. And then some, Chris just looks like he shuts it down. So yeah, it's a really, really weird one. Check this hearing some information here. See if there's something else we can see from Chris. And yeah, this one.
Looks at judges that are spotting something. They say that Chris might have defeated on the outside zone 1, so there's still damage in the track. Team defeated. I would have to assume what the back left. Nope. Oh, front.
I did see a front DB on the line, but I wasn't sure when that came out. Maybe we can see the video play. So that was
Vai do Brasil! Да блин! Это было тяжело. Да блин, да. Вообще сам столько. Надо... Завтра выходит.
Adventure.
Значит, завтра выходит. Там, седьмая связь. Вот, диффузу генерал. А ну, слышно? Скоро. Странно.
Chris for fighting through that run. What an absolute veteran move to be able to go through. That's crazy. He reads the front row. Oh, we got this. Just whole course.
He's like 4 kids in Star Wars. Like,
All
all right. Back to the one more time of Stoogie and Castro. Two more battles after this. Odie Bakshis and Simon Olsen, one-time teammates. And then finally, what is to be the last battle of our top 16, Connor O'Sullivan versus
Ну, о, задний ухо уже все. А, да, это не продержаться.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Надо записать. Стоп. Это невозможно, таких шинок уже все. О, не та задняя уже.
Okay, no issues with the tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Теперь отлично. Стоп.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Okay, that was a fairly decent stop, well within the times we expected. You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Последний. Значит, шестое, что? Ого. Ого! Чуть не спора. Давай еще только не по ходу, блин. Ну, наконец-то, блин. Ого. Ну, наконец-то, блин. Ну, блин. Да отвали! Отвали! Дома ты. Отвали! Это что ж, я шумитель, блин, изложил. Рейн.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0.
Kind of close there, and then our final outside zone. Both of them not. So I think it might just have a slightly better chase through the third outside zone. That's what what I might be looking at, because everything else to me is comparable. But when we get that look at it, Jeff is able to go back and forth and really start to look at what this might be and compare everything, and we'll see how this goes with both drivers standing out there. I mean, waiting like that's got to be one of the most stressful times. Yeah. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know.
Come on. What do you got? All right, arm wrestle. Let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, even.
No, we saw that with Jeff and
Right,
Stevie.
right.
It's always Stevie that plays rock, paper, scissors, man. Same thing. Oh, well, not.
Yeah, a little
not
different.
That one. We're not doing first turn rush yet. But. All right, so down to it. What do we got? Slide on the left for Castro from Daniel Stuckey. There's 1 vote, 2 votes, and 3 votes. Daniel Stuckey gets the win. Stuckey gets the win. All right, well, great effort there by Castro. Good driving, but Stuckey gets the victory. The limiter gloves are on the bridge. You gotta love it. Michael down there. Thank you to our hardworking Stefan crew, both E-Town and our FD staff. And we are waiting for our next battle. 4 battles left in the top 16. Tony Bocci's and Simon Olsen, one-time teammates. And now Simon Olsen taking that knowledge. And also Odie Bocci's taking that. Look at that win percentage, 72% from Odie. Simon Olsen, 53%. So, Simon's journey, coming over the States, committing, bringing over that Mark V Supra, had some, kind of hiccups. Goes over to Odie, learns some things. I think he's applying that to Supra. Odie focusing on himself. I think this is his shot here in 2025 season.
What is it?
That's Supra. He didn't give himself.
Oh, nормально, тут там поставлено.
It's almost identical to people in Trump last year. So Odie Bocci brings it on in. And Simon Olsen, look at how fast Odie Bocci's, the amount of side bite. You got to consider that Odie Bocci's teenager. What do we got? Okay. We got 12. Okay. Right. Teenage Mutant Ninjas. And looks, Glenn's running the race.
He's so happy.
That is so happy tortoise.
All right, back to battles. Odie Bocci's out front. Simon Olsen, almost more angle than Odie, but not able to commit to the first outside zone all the way. Second outside zone. Odie's there, laying it down. Simon starts to reel him in, and he gets that proximity, he gets good angle, and he's getting that line. And they look so parallel through here that Odie just fired into the third outside zone. But Simon, what I really like, Simon follows people, gives up a bit of that proximity, doesn't do anything crazy. And this is showing the maturity in the Simon Olsen, where he's not panicking anymore. When things aren't going well, when things are not perfect, he's not freaking out. He's keeping his head in respect. Okay, right, Odie's going to be fast, but I can still follow his angle and I can follow his line. And I think so many people get wrapped up in Odie because he is so quick. They try to do something weird and they mess themselves up. Simon's, he's growing up, man.
Also consider that Simon knows what's in the sauce on that camp, because he was there. So applying again what he learned, that's where I was getting at with Simon, is applying the knowledge that he was, surrounded and marinating in last season. All right, here we go. Simon goes now. Odie Bocci's strategic position. This is where Odie shines. Talk about composure, talk about chasing. While Odie Bocci's on in, he's going to try to grind the door up that Mark V Supra. Simon and tucks on in. Simon brings it across the finish line. Odie and toe in that wheel suspension. Again, the carbon Kevlar on the corners. Coming to a halt. Do we have a winner? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to keep going. I mean, there's such a good
duo.
It's such a good duo. And really, Simon and the team getting the Supra dialed in and looking better and just kind of being in his correct place is so cool. And Odie, look at this. I mean, Odie knows how Simon drives too. We talk about Simon knowing Odie. Odie knows Simon just as well, and it's it makes for a really good battle. But right here, Simon stretches the legs on Odie. In odd means open and shut. Like both of these cars are really fast. Simon's team would know how quick Odie's going to be, and they're going to set the car up to be able to compete with that. So what I'm seeing here is both cars wicked up, really quick, gripped up, going at it, by the side by side. So let's see. I mean, the leads were really good for both drivers. We get the chase. Simon's actually got more angle than Odie does in that section. Odie has to back out a little bit. We get into the second outside zone. Both of them following really close. Odie getting a bit more proximity, but I would argue Simon's got maybe a bit more line. Inside clips look all right. Odie was off just a touch. And then through this third outside zone, pretty identical, though Odie doesn't have as much angle through the third outside zone trying to catch up. So show him who's boss, Odie. Wow, all right. This is
we got some Odie fans at the top of the bleachers.
Yeah.
And the Bleach boys rooting for Odie.
This is interesting. This is
They're
really,
not
really
even
interesting.
making eye contact. They aren't even looking at each other. They, I mean, these guys, one time, I would just say, yeah, they're teammates, but I would say that Odie operated the vehicle or had the vehicle, and the knowledge that was there. So the judges review. We're gonna rap out about it and see what the verdict is, Odie or Simon. And they are graduating, looks like.
Yeah, judges taking the time with this. There is a lot to consider. I mean, it's a tough battle, but yeah, it's really, really cool to see how both of them are continuing to progress, pushing the sport, pushing the cars, getting better every day, and it's just awesome.
Slide him left for Odie, right for Simon Olsen one more time, and Odie Bachis gets the win. So Vernon and Brian Eggert saying Odie Bachis, and Reese going one more time. It looks like he's conversing with the other judges. Reese, you said one more time, but the other guys?
Yeah, the other guys, ended up going 30, just had we stalled going into outside zones a little bit early, all right, and then going into outside zone 2, the judges feel, Rodney and Brian feel that going into outside zone 2, we have better proximity. So we're going to see right here in this replay, you're going to see him come through. We're going to see them initiate, pay close attention.
Doing they still look inflated to you? We're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Ну ладно, и что это? Да, не что.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Блин! О-о-о! Эй, ты гуан! Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой! Блин! Упс! Отвали! Отвали! Упс! Ой! Ой! Слушай, я говорю, развернет, блин. Отвали! Что там? А, Пьер! Отвали! Желтый. О-о-о-о! Через руку. Фернандо. Ну, по-моему, быстрее не рассуждал. Да он, блин. Фернандо. А еще...
Okay, so heavy rainfall here to stay for a while. Doesn't look like it's moving on anytime soon.
О, Макс, седьмой.
Okay, Lando. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment. We need consistency, so let's try and stabilise them.
Rest of the battles, but now he's in it. Excited for him, guys.
Make it splash Lorette and Daniel Snooki give us some flowers to his competitors. You gotta love that. The great 8 is set here at the Crazy 8 track. There it is. Hero, Dean, Field, Osmo, Snooki, LT, Foxy, Sullivan, all going down here at the Gauntlet. We return.
This is it. You control however you make this in years. But here's the real question. How much are you making? Because every single ACT clutch is rated with reduced the crank. That's all your clutch cares about. Your power, your performance, your success. Unrivaled precision, power, and durability. Visit advancedclad.com today. 30 years of precision engineering and performance excellence. Because every revolution starts at the crank.
Check engine light on. There's an O'Reilly Auto Parts. Turn left, Tyler.
Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you.
Okay, Tyler. Let's go fix your car.
Auto Parts.
These are my race treads for when the road ends.
These are my race treads for shredding the slopes.
These are my race treads for setting the hook.
Races.com. Tires for every adventure.
Это невозможно, нужен.
Интересно, какие ужасы мы найдем на следующей базе Тербера.
We are using citizen scientists to monitor the quality of the water. The real strength of this project is that these are individuals local to that waterway. These aren't paid people doing a job. The goal is that everybody involved should come together and collaborate so that the end result is healthier rivers.
What you're looking at is the most powerful being on planet Earth.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Ah, время.
Here's some information on Hulkenberg. They're retiring from the race. These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Você pega, show. Estrelas. Fallido. Fallido. Penso, zumba.
Couldn't really hang on to that section, but Noah, fast, tons of
Sem
He's sniffing at his ankles right now. The runback is fighting back. Yeah, he might be 15, but he carries big angle. Now across the finish line. Again, physically a big car. JC, a tall man. Hero Mikel, a smaller car. Young buck, but put some respect on it. I might be 15, but I'll still fight back. No big deal. What a battle. Both right-hand drives. Make some noise, New Jersey. Hero Mikel, most recent winner. JC, four-time champ. What a great battle. New Jersey and around the world. Fans are tuning in. Let's go.
Что? Гостей.
Yeah, it's just such a mutual respect there between the two drivers. There's a love, there's a respect, there's an affinity, and when you see that, you know you're going to get a good competition. Yeah, you know that's it's a win-win for everybody. The drivers know that they're going to do a heads-up battle. The fans reap the rewards.
Yeah, it is right out here. So, I mean, I didn't want to criticize any of this because it was such an epic battle from both drivers. Going head-to-head, really was banging doors all the way through, full commitment, full angle, everything was let loose, showing all your cars. And really, there was just a small mistake there from James Dean, but it was, I don't know, kind of needless and tough. Either way, epic. What a sight. What a photo right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's just history, man. You know, as I always say, make today a good old day. Make today a good old day because, you know, we look back at 04, 2014, just even last year, and today.
Dean.
James Dean gets one, gets two, and
Tá na probabilidade, velho. Mas eu.
respect runs deep. There it is. James Dean taking out Hero another time. Unfortunately, Hero just does not have his number. Reese, it was unanimous. What were the big elements that James did that superseded Hero?
The biggest element, the bigger elements was definitely outside zone 1. Dean did a really good job in outside zone 1. Then we going into outside zone 2. You can see that Renault does a miscalculation trying to get into the pocket there. Dean, when he's in the chase, he does a really good job of getting into the pocket. The rest of it was a really good battle at all. When we came down to this, there's two things that really poked out to us is James gets the win.
I like it. That's what I was looking at, and I love you guys elaborating on that. It just completely justifies all of us being here. Thank you, Reese.
Yeah, you can see, I mean, those spots that they're talking about there, and it's tough to be because there's just going to be some goals, but yeah, we know outside zone 2, just trying to get into it, so it's
Okay, so take a look at it.
I'm loving the replay just to see the whole thing again because you really do see that the whole chasing at the start, see just an incredible driver, you know, getting to do his best work with that champ.
All right, who's going against James Dean in our next battle? The winner, Matt Field or Frederick Oswald?
It's now free to sell on eBay. eBay, things people love.
Nie osnuję się.
Hey, Sainsbury's. Ah, now, as Jackson gazes upon his marvelously marbled, taste the difference ribeye steak. He's probably.
You can see these party boys up there, top left. We got Griff Wizard hats. We got, again, I saw some foam fingers out there, courtesy of Fun Hour. Got some foam pads. There's James Dean with the Tyfest lights underneath the hot rod. When we come back, we'll see Matt Field, the Beast of the Bay, versus Norwegian Hammer. It sounds like a wrestling match, and it is. We have a Supra in this corner, ding ding. We got a Corvette in this corner, ding ding. When we come back, the second battle of our Great 8 here at E-Town. Field versus Ogbo. When we come back here at E-Town.
It's not just a sport, it's culture, it's in our blood. Andy Hinckley, oh,
he is riding that tire right on that white line.
Tires are what we live and breathe in Formula D. We couldn't do it without them.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance hideout for
А это завтра.
new brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back in you ride. It's fun. It is. Win.
You've got questions? We've got answers. Need a pro you can trust? We have stores of that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
Auto parts.
Just the bottle.
I'd like a 10-piece crispy chicken nuggets, please, and a Rockstar Energy Refresca.
Четыре.
Enjoy your Rockstar Energy Refresca.
Thank you.
Maybe we're back. You can blame it on me. Because we are seeing Patrick Oswell and Matt.
А, я такую знаю. На скейте.
Field, the beast from the bay. Frederick Oswell, the Norwegian hammer. The Supra versus the Corvette. Frederick Oswell, a three-time champ. Matt Field is
What?
Again, he is the champion that hasn't become a champion. He has the making of a champion. He's always been in conversations, but just hasn't come to full-on fruition. This is the year that could really be his. He pilots that Royal Performance Heat Wave Lead Customs Corvette. He will be leading Frederick Osbo, chasing him down in that Toyota Supra. What do you expect here?
I mean, they've battled each other a lot. I mean,
Yeah, that was only last
Oh,
one.
блок.
yeah, I mean, overall, 14 total battles in their careers against each other. So Freddie's got 9 wins over Matt, and Matt's got 5. So I think it's good. Anything
А все-таки всякие дымки.
Usually does. Goes
В мае еще.
Supra right there. Into that first outside zone, both of them navigated properly. President Osbo needs to slide the rear of that vehicle. Not that far. Gets it. The curve tapping that breaks and throws President Osbo off a little bit there. And now transitioning that last outside zone. Big angle from that field.
А, это я знаю. Что вышло. Что знаю.
Outside zone. The hammer and the beast.
Yeah, Matt Field just throwing everything he can at this, knowing how good Frederick Osbo is in the chase. And, if you're Matt Field, you know that.
Yeah.
And you've got to throw some crazy stuff. You got to throw big angle.
Squawking.
Speed. You're just kind of shaking them off your tail. Great initiation there. And it shakes Osbo just a little bit. Takes him a second and a half to get into the second outside zone. Matt Field overspinning the tires a bit. Pushing a bit.
Нету.
Good job to adapt.
Тюльку.
Looks great. Pushing that tire through it. And the transition and the entry into the third outside zone was sick. Freddie has to chase through that.
А, во, одинокинки.
It's tough.
Скоро выходит.
Matt did what he needed to do
А, ну.
to try and throw Frederick Osbo off his game just a
Ну,
little bit. And really, at this level, and with these types of competitors, that's what you need to do. Is just get them to make 1 or 2 little mistakes and hope, when you swap things around, you don't make those mistakes. You don't make anything worse. And that's all you do. That's what
You said
Тулку.
Osbo off. There's nothing you can really do other than do a sensational one. But
That's what I mean. Yeah.
no, totally.
Ой. Я помню одну часть.
Overcooked a little bit in the second outside zone after Frederick Osbo, but I'll tell you.
Прикольно, новый какой-то. Полис? В следующем году. Это новое. Трансфор... Все. 3. Большаешь уже. А вот это, блин.
Yeah, listen, if you're gasping at that zone, that's the exact spot you want it to be. That is so crazy.
Yeah.
Just full commitment in there. I mean, the only thing I saw really was Frank trying to get that first outside zone a little bit early.
Тоже на следующий год.
Back into our replay here, you're going to see it. Freddie using all the force. Matt Field trying to time it out the best he can. Huge initiation again. Freddie gets on the power. This comes up just a touch early. Now, Matt has to adjust. And it's very similar to what we saw in the previous run. Both drivers hanging it all in there, throwing as much angle and speed as they can, using
О,
maybe even a little bit more. Not get to that third outside zone that's great, right in the pocket. And this is the kind of the mistake on both of them. Not able to transition correctly. Now they take more straight line from the battle. Whereas ready team for that second outside zone looking nice.
а, выживалка. Survivor.
Right there, as you see the brake light flash on for a moment. The third outside zone looks absolutely sick. They're just on the edge of the track.
Ну, прикольно. Хм, выживалка есть. Это я вот это, пятая, шестая часть. Дрифт в метро. О! Ну вот это покруче точно. И фокус, блядь. Это нравится. Эйро. Эйро дрифт называется. Эйро. В этом году. О, это надо отслеживать. Прикольно. Эйро. Вот у меня есть.
Through this last section, it gives a bit more proximity, but man, real tight with both drivers. Okay.
А!
Be slick with new got to be glued wax stick. For every style, no crunch in all hair types. Sleek looks on the go. Be slick with new got to be glued wax stick.
Чего? Наркоты? Чего, блин? Что за бред?
Just make it simple with comparison market.
We were happy. We wanted for nothing. But something terrible happened.
Hanging it out there. I mean, this is, we're talking about the difference of a few inches on these roads. That's all it's coming down to.
You can see Matt, like, like you could almost hear the thoughts in Matt's head right now. So here we go. Slide right, Frederick off one more time. Freddie gets the win.
Экзорцист.
Backfield knocked out.
А, из Дима все-таки.
And again,
О,
we are looking at that. It was not unanimous. There was a one more time there, but Backfield knocked out Frederick, advancing on into the grade 8. So our points leaders 1 and 2, James.
а, изотерических этих. Вот это! Вот это круто, вот это мне нравится. Этих мечей, там, я не знаю, чего, щитов, всякого. Вот это, блин, так я не знаю, на четвертую, что на пятую? Поезд? На пятую будет.
I would have gone one more time, but also not only that, but that field went off course on the outside zone. Exactly. In the lead position, that the dirt drop going off. Frederick adapted as much as he could, because that's, you have a whole half of the course left, without the rest of the judges.
So making a mistake in the lead, I mean, you can't blame anybody but yourself.
Exactly. Adam LZ, Daniel Stuckey, here we go. The other side of our grade 8 bracket. Adam LZ will lead in that Drift HQ,
Hotel.
BMW.
А, мотел бизнес. О, четвертый, блин. Это же хотел. Кто четвертый, да? Блин.
Disrupt again that chase car. Like, where are you going? I don't like that piece, but there we go. So crossing that finish line, LZ and Stuckey.
А, это Стазис. Ты помни эту. Это я знаю. Да, я ее помню, я смотрел, я знаю, я эту игру знаю. Вот этого. Это я знаю.
makes that correction, and does
Ну, да, я уже видел.
second inside zone, tipping the one tire.
Да, я знаю.
Choosing to take more of an inside line to keep the proximity,
Oh.
keep the angle, but not able to get the line. And Adam, which is really good through the third outside zone, just tell just how fast that BMW is. Able to get things set up. I mean, the team on Adam's end is knowing how to get this car set
Yeah.
up. Suki probably understands the whole thing, and I mean, really, some of the best teams there as well. We've got two great minds when it comes to drifting and car setups going head to head as well. It's really, really neat.
Oh, we got a lot of cones hit there.
That was a big cone.
There was no doubt.
Yeah.
Окей, действительно. Опа!
Indeed, in the final four, our points leaders won
Симонович.
winners at round 1 and 2.
А я играл эту. Это я знаю на компе. Как невозможно. Ну, я знаю эту. Самые грубые тут. Вот это.
Tyler watching from Arizona.
А, вперед. Ракеты. Вау. Ого.
Get you chiming in, people in Barbados messaging me, and again, fans from across the globe, just down the street.
Какие задания выполнять
This is
надо.
the largest event we've had.
А этим управлять еще? 5. Вау. Да я помню тут. 17 года.
Daniel Stuckey will lead. This is a restart. Strike one for Daniel Stuckey. 3 strikes and you're out. Meaning if you jump the line, you're lucky to hit a cone, or if you failure to.
Он рейсовый.
Start your Daniel Stuckey out front. Bringing in that first outside zone. LZ looks like you had to kind of hesitate a little bit. Bring it back in. Just
Ох ты.
Saw him get involved in the journey here. Stuckey brings it into that inside clip. LZ can't even see it like a magic show. Gets real flash to San Diego. Get that inside zone across the finish.
Что ты какая-то...
Well done.
Yeah, Stuckey, every run, just getting this car figured out, feeling more comfortable. This is the best driving we've seen out of Stuckey. There's a couple of small things here and there that he's got to make improvements on, but he's making
Ты какая-то, блин...
So, getting that initiation, lots of angles, does push him out of the zone just a little bit.
Какие-то хищения.
Get back into it, and then Stuckey just
Taxi Driver Simulator.
you know, just shoving that car through, trying to get the proximity, but holds the angle really well. Great transition from both drivers. Coming to third outside zone. There it is, LT in the
Oh!
Stuckey, planted, solid, level. Great run from him. Love to see it. It's, yeah.
SCP.
Really, really
SCP.
fantastic.
Это я знаю.
Figures it out, gets comfortable, and starts laying down lines like this.
SCP знаю.
I mean, he crushes this track. Absolutely crushes it.
Yeah, he likes this track. I mean, he knows Orlando. He knows him and that BMW. You know, he had some time with the Ford Mustang, and he's very familiar with that car. This car suits him just so well. He's very comfortable in it. You know, this car suits him.
А, Bigfoot.
Stuckey really figured it out.
А, знакомое такое.
First inside zone in the lead. Stuckey does exit a little bit earlier.
Bigfoot я знаю.
Yeah, it's just tough on that one. But second inside zone, Adam is deeper through that zone, but does go a little bit too
Прямо они
deep.
танками.
Pretty tight there.
Посмотришь. Опа! А это в этом году. Вот это. Как тут? А, это типа стратегии. О,
Nowhere on the track to make it up. If you make a mistake,
да,
it's very difficult.
блин. Чисто командовать солдатами.
But you're not get back in the chase, but here, you make a mistake, it's over. It's done. All right. One more
Я не пробовал на поездке в стратегии, говорит. Уже... А уже скоро. Же июнь. Это в этом году выходит. Вот, поезд, этот, автобус. Опа-на, в один день выходит. Это тоже сложнейшая та. Стоп. Стоп. Это на... Понятно. 4-я, 5-я. Непонятно.
we're doing as hard as we can, and we still didn't quite keep up with Matt. He just made a couple mistakes there. He got that tire. My lead initiation was pretty aggressive, but I also came out of the first outer a little bit early.
Ой, что-то какие-то...
Not the perfect battle between Matt and I, but I can assure you it was all in.
Чего? Это что за...
If that wasn't enough, now we're facing James next.
А, это типа с оружием.
I'm not sure what level that is, but it's definitely the ultimate level.
Yeah, and absolutely. You don't have to give away any secrets, but do you know what you have to do to make sure it's a perfect battle against James Dean?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. You just got to drift perfectly. That's all, you know. But we've been inching towards better and better runs here. We're doing better and better.
Ну, естественно, мостов.
Bring out our best against James now, and so I'm watching the stream, seeing what I can learn.
Такой хардкорище вот это.
Trying to get a little bit better step by step.
Это такая хардкорнейшая жесть, блин, и поиграл так в баню. Это мост правильно. Правильно его делать. Да у тебя в баню. Жизнь хардкор. Сложная очень. Да ну и в баню. Хардкорище, блин. Скоро. А, помню. Формула легенда? Фигня какая-то. А, Ганс. Этот я знаю. На комбе. Там уже и на поездке. Автомат собрать. Я не знаю. Оружие собирать. Чисто. Симулятор. Скоро. Да, А, да, это тоже есть.
Made in Japan. New Fast Orange Body Wash was formulated specifically with mechanics in mind from the #1 brand in heavy-duty hand cleaning. You never know what you're getting into when you're working in the shop. The new body wash takes care of everything from my dirty hands, arms, and face to simply make me feel clean all over. Tiny wax beads help get the toughest dirt out, while also taking care of the strongest automotive odors like fuel, oil, and exhaust tube. It's ideal for those areas of skin that are exposed to grease and grime during the day, but gentle enough to use all over your body. Find new Fast Orange Body Wash at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This place started out as a tiny little stream. There wasn't much biodiversity at all. It has been really hard work. We've had to convince a lot of local people that having beavers around and losing flooding couldn't have water.
Там добавился security.
It's a natural solution.
А задолбало.
All-electric Kia EV3.
Wait. Ou 6 no fim.
GT Radio. Experience the performance. And fast.
На 30 покрою уже. Уже до 20% опять. Что-то так много не хватает. Это 35-й, еще.
Thanks for joining us here. And now we are seeing again, like I said, our last battle of the Great Eight already in. James Dean, Frederick Osbo, and then we got Adam
О, Бахчевец. Что на уставший меня. Оди, на уставший меня. О, 7-й. Да. Может, хотел до 56-го открывать. 40-й. Да какой, да? О, 56-го. Все, 70. Ширёный так.
No blur line clear, going to transition that last outside zone. Keeping a trend. The needle of Cody Bosch's performing surgery. Dr. Bosch's in the building.
Yeah, I mean, Connor on that, like, aggressive. Very, very impressive. Yeah. Solid. I mean, this is how you have to chase Cody Bosch's too. You've got to be in there. You've got to be full commitment. All the throttle off.
Что-то было не крутил.
Pushing around, but O'Sullivan unfazed. Got the flat outside zone, but the O'Sullivan right there. Back out to O'Sullivan from now, not taking staying in it, in the wing, sticking to the corner, like you say, Jersey.
Yeah, Connor O'Sullivan is definitely a no back down. He is someone, I mean, if you see this kid growing up and all the driving he's been doing, that door to door, having someone banging on his door, there's nothing that puts a smile on that kid's face for that. Expert level on that one.
О, афина какой.
So, great run from all drivers. Super cool. Look at this. Connor just so stoked. I mean, what an awesome run from both these drivers. You love to see this fight. Yeah, look at oh man, great run from both drivers. You've got to be stoked after a run like that.
Good energy, again, respect. Yeah, goes wide. Let's take a look. BC Racing go for gold.
First outside zone was really good for both drivers. Dean and Chase second outside zone. I mean, Odie gets maybe a little bit deeper there. Connor chasing into it. I would say, I mean, Odie's doing a really good job of chasing the contact. Maybe being just a touch overly aggressive. Connor stays in it, as you said, doesn't block, doesn't back down at any point in time. And Connor through the third outside zone has some really good proximity. And there we can see where Odie decided to leave his mark. Wow.
Ё-моё.
I know.
What a great 8 Town we've had so far. So dynamic, so interesting. You know, from the weather, from the battles, pro spec. You know, just seeing James and Hero, seeing RCP even fight back, getting mounted by the Mustang.
Yeah,
you know. Here we go, flat lever, Odie Bashi's right for Connor. Oh, Sullivan. Oh, Sully takes down Odie Bashi's. There it is. Oh, Sully, the FD Pro rookie, takes down the vet Odie Bashi's on his freshman season. Wow. Very, very cool for O'Sullivan. Odie, that's going to burn a little bit there. So, Reese Barron going down to you. He's talking to the other judges. But let's take a look at the side-by-side. Reese, what a shot.
issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Understood. Stopping this lap. Oscar's coming in for his stop now. Okay, Lando. Tyres are wearing at quite a rate here, mate. Please try and look after them.
Раз. Короче, звука нет. Идиот! Он здесь. Ну, ё-моё, опять пропал. Акон, блин, так вали! Твою сторону, твою свету, надолбал. Он притягивал. Ребят, ну это... Че? Куда? Все, 49. Впереди 17. 17. Понятно. Не менять.
The radar suggests that this heavy rain will be with us for a while now.
О-о-о. Ливень. Вот блин, а ну не знаю. Рискованно будет. А ребят, мне тут постоите, покажу какие шины. Он промежуточный. Блин, ну не знаю. Такой... Будет рискованно их ставить, блин. Я даже не знаю, ребят. Это не виляй, давай забей. Тяжело, но так решено было. О, все отвалили. Тихо. Зависло немного. А ну опять не пропал. Да что за фигня? Опять. А ну, так надо заезжать уже. Воу-воу-воу, нет. Я уже не... Вот там надо кишина уже нет. Нет. Вот там надо кишина уже нет. А у меня нет уже этих сейвежей, там приточно все. Ну, детектив еще. Саша, такая. Вали, блин. Вау. Запрос. Это нет. А подпиши-то это невозможно. Он будет греть. Да нет, это не могу. Оно. Да. Ты идиот. Да нет, это не могу. Оно. Да. Ты идиот. Да. Рискнул. А что промежуточное? Еще никого на не зазовет, блин. Или нормально? Ну, что ты что? Ну, как кастрюлю поведут себя. Нет. Вот тебе два, а то, блин, невозможно, блин. Отвали! Ребята, он зеленый. Отвали! Отвали! Отвали, да? Шарм, отвали. Ну, Павлов.
Right, we've got teams in the pits changing over to level wets. Come in and change your tyres if you need to.
Че? Не надо мне шины. Шины свежие. Все. О! И все за прошлой скоростью. Отвали, да отвали, да... Карлос, отвали. Отвали, да отвали, да... Карлос, отвали. Чего-то?
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Сразу пошло делать. Ты Карла! Чеку, отвали! Он упал. Тебе, например, на 77-й. Мне это же подряд, по-моему. Все. Скоро сразу взлетела. Она это? Идиота, блин. Скоро сразу взлетела. Она это? Идиота, блин. Эти все дождевые не такие. Мне уже не нет мудрости, как это все стало. И хватит, это нормально, что О. На 20. О! Круто, скорость взлетела на 23. 540. Разница между этими 70 промежуточными промежуточными прочее равна. Лучше.
Okay, Lando, your lap times are all over the place right now. We've got to have consistency. Come on, we can do better than this.
Вали! Промежуточные 70. Строл, вали, так строл, да ну! Лэнс, блин. Лэнс, блин, вали. А то упал. упал. Ребята, продушных не зря поменял.
That was
Лучше
quite
стало.
ready for the full wet, but we're not far off.
Я думаю, может быть, это плохо будет. Ну, правильно. Он все отлично. И вот. А, вот у нас. О. А, уже почти конец. 57-й. Где-то до 60-го. Смысл 9 кров. А, уже почти конец. 57-й. Где-то до 60-го. Смысл 9 кров. Оу! Магнусом Кевин, блин, задолбал. Пихается тормоз, блин. Это живых. Не подписано. Ну, еще кому есть. А там где-то еще кому есть. А, сколько-то куда быстрее стало. Идиоты. Куда быстрее стало. Идиоты. Идиоты. Куда быстрее стало. Идиоты. Идиоты. Прости, ребят, но я ужин ходил. Ужин ходил. Вот так. Погнали дальше. О, сейчас, блин, не виляй. Злопал.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.